In this video, we are going to talk about switch component, and we will develop the same component from scratch, and we will see what options are available to us by this component. Native components provided by the every browser are not fully customizable. You cannot change their appearance as per your requirements. Headless UI components, most similar to the native components in terms of functionality. Also, you can change their appearance completely as per your requirements. For this video, I have installed the standard version of the Laravel Inertia. I am using Laravel 8 here. Let's get started and create a switch component, a custom component in this directory. Switch, and set up the basic function here. Let me steal this code from here and paste it here. Switch, and import this component in the welcome page, and use this component in the welcome page. So make sure everything is working fine. This is switch. Yeah, it's working fine. Import the headless UI switch from the library, and make sure you rename it, or you can remove it, otherwise it will conflict with the library's switch name. Here, use it and see in the browser if everything is working fine. We are getting error. Let's see what is the error. Module build field JSX attributes must only be assigned. Okay, I guess we have to remove these attributes. Let's see now. Okay, it is working now. So you can see here that a button is coming, which is unstyled obviously, and that is why it is not appearing on the browser. Add some classes, or let's style this switch. Here I am going to add the class name attribute, and in this attribute I am going to write some classes that is width of 74 pixel and height of 34 pixel or 38 I guess, and background color of BGTL 700. And one more thing, let me remove this text from here, and let's check in the browser if everything is working fine. Okay, here we can see that now this button is visible as we have styled it. Let me add one more class here, that is rounded full, and yep, it is now looking somewhat better. Now let's add the button, this button, white button, inside our component. So to create that button, we need to create an span element inside the switch component and style it here. Let's give it a width of I guess 34 pixel and height of 34 pixel, and the color, background color, white. Let's see in the browser if it is working. Okay, so here the button is not appearing. Let's see why. I guess the span element is by default have the attribute display inline. So to respect our width and height, we need to make it a inline block. Let's see. Okay, this is appearing. Now make it rounded full so that it would be rounded. Yes, now it's look better. Also here you can see that it is touching this area or the border of the parent container. So here you can see that there is a nice border or nice gap between the button and the parent component. So to make this, let's add some border here, border with 2. Let's check. Okay, and we can make this border transparent. Okay, it is looking nice. Now you can see here the button is appearing at the center of the container or the switch. Now we need to move it to the initial position, that is leftmost. So to do that, we can add inline flex class to the switch. Let's see. Yes, now it is positioned to the leftmost of the container. We have to do is add the transition to the component. This transition, that is moving left to right, right to left. Also the background color should be changed when it is on, and that is the darker, and when it is off, it is a lighter color in the background. So let's go and see how we can do that. We can use the state provided by the component, that is enabled use state false. Okay, so here we can use this state to distinguish between the on and off state of the component. So we can say here that if the component is enabled, if the component is enabled, then add bg teal 900, and if it is off, then add bg teal 700. I guess I need to put this expression here. Yes, and I need to remove this. So let's check out in the browser if it is working. I guess it is not working. Okay, we need to add one more thing, that is set enabled and checked if enabled, and on change we need to call this function. Okay, here you can see that the color is changing, darker and lighter. If it is lighter, then it means switch is off, that is the value of enabled is false. If it is darker, it means it is on and the value of enabled is true. Now what we have to do is we need to move this button right or left. So using the translate utility of the Tailwind CSS, we can achieve this thing. So what we will do is we will observe the enabled attribute of search class. We can translate this button right or left. So if we check now, it is moving right and left. We are almost there. We have achieved this functionality, but there is a slight difference between this functionality and this functionality. Here you can see that the movement is little smooth, and in our component it is instantaneous. So to fix this, we can use the transition utility of Tailwind CSS with the duration of 200 and with the effect of ease in out. So let's refresh and check it. Okay, so here it is, perfect. Now everything is working fine, but there is one more thing left, which is the background color. The background color in this component is transforming little bit smoothly or with delay, but in our component the background color is instantaneously changing. So to fix this, again we will use transition color class, with the duration 200 and the effect is ease in out. So let's refresh and check it. Here it is. Now it is almost identical to this component. So guys, this is the video. I hope you found this video informative. Thank you for watching it.